Hello, dear friends. I hope you are doing good and welcome to our Tech Helpline channel. So, guys, today we are going to see a part 3 of Perform API testing or automation of REST APIs web services using REST Assured Java library and test engine. And in this today's class, we'll try to complete remaining points of this topic. So, I will just remind you what topic we have covered so far. Because guys, revision is very crucial part of learning new points, and I hope you are doing everyday practice of my tutorial, because as we know, practice makes man perfect, right? Are you agree or not? Please let me confirm in chat box. So let's move on index page. So I will show you topic points which we have written on notepad. So in part 1, we have covered this mentioned points. As you see here, what is rest assured, why need rest assured, required prerequisites, steps to set up rest assured project, and fifth point is create project in Eclipse. In part 2, we have covered this point. There are 4 points we have covered in part 2, and those are the points practical we have implemented. So first point is how to write REST assured code in Eclipse IDE and what are the steps. Second point is how to get response from different APIs using REST assured. And third point is how to use different request types as mentioned below in REST assured, and how to get response using mentioned request. And request methods are get and post. Only two methods we have covered in last demo. So fourth point is how to validate status code of response. Okay, so in today's demo, or in today's class, we are going to see that this one is a part 3, and today's agenda is same. One is how to use different request types as mentioned below in REST assured, and how to get response using mentioned request. And these are the request methods we are going to see. First one is a put and delete. Second point is how to get response from different APIs using REST assured, and third point is how to validate status code of response. That's it. So guys, and these are the two URLs which we are using in our demo. So first one is the API website, and second URL is the API URL. Okay, so guys, let's move on our Eclipse ID. So we have opened Eclipse ID. So here you can see last time we have created one REST Assured demo project, and in that we have created one package, and that package name is REST Assured demo. And here you can see we have created two classes, one for the get request and second for the post request. So same like we will be creating two more classes for the put request and delete request. So let's guys start it. So guys, as I said earlier, first we'll see the request in Postman, then we'll write the code for the same request. So let's move on Postman for the put request. So here we are in Postman. So first I will show you which users details we are going to update using put request. So for that, here you can see I have passed one user ID 1753, and I have taken request type as a get request. So first I will show you existing details of that particular user. So just I am hitting on send button. So here you can see the user's ID is 1753 as we have mentioned here. Right now this user's name is Brian. So in put request we will change the user's name. Okay. So here we are in the put request. So I am giving another name. So just I am giving uh, Danny. Okay. So also we have to change this email ID. So also I'm changing email ID also. So okay, so just click on send button. Let's see what will happen. So guys, here you can see the response which we got. Okay, and everything is worked as expected. So here you can see the user's name is changed by Danny. Okay, so let's move in get request. Again, we will hit this send button. So here you can see the users now user's name is Danny and user ID is same 1753. Okay, same thing will implement in Eclipse ID. So let's move on Eclipse ID. So here we will create one more class for the put request. Okay, so I'm just creating new class, test case 3, and request type is put. Okay, request and finished. So we have created one class for the put request, and in this class same steps we have to follow, or we have to write as we have written in a last demo or in last request. So I will show you those requests first. Here you can see this is for the get request, and this is the code of get request. So same steps we have to follow in this put request. Okay, I will show you what changes we have to done. So first we'll write this basic base steps. Okay, let's create one method to update the users details. Okay, so here we create one method to update the users details. Public void update users details. Okay, here we have created one method to update the users details. So first we'll create one variable, token variable, as we have created in last demo. So just I'm copying my token value. I have copied and pasted here. So next step is we have to specify the base URI. Okay, rest assured dot base URI, and here we have to pass the request API URL. So now we are copying this URL. So here we have to pass the user ID. So user ID is nothing but which users details we have to update. So currently I am giving some 1 2 3. Later we'll change this value. Next we have to specify the request object. Okay, specify the request object, and for that we have to use request specification interface. I'll show you request specification. Here you can see the request specification interface is there. So this we have to import. Okay, request. Okay, and rest assured dot UI. Okay, that's it, guys. If you are new for the today's demo, so you will not able to understand anything from this today's demo. For that you have to watch my previous video. Okay, so I would suggest you to watch my previous video regarding this rest assured demo. Okay, so let's specify the authentication point. Specify the authentication. Okay, specify the authentication. Repeat request dot header. So here we have to write authorization of authorization. Okay, next we have to pass application type as a bearer. Okay, we have to pass one variable which we have created earlier. So guys, next we have to pass the users details, means we have to update the existing users. So for that we have to pass the users details in JSON. Right, we have I will show you. We have passed the users details in Postman in JSON format. Same we have to pass the details in Eclipse ID also. So, okay, so here for that we have to create JSON object, JSON object, object, and JSON values equal to new JSON object. Okay. So next we have to pass the user's details using put method in key value pairs. Okay. JSON values. So rather than I'll copy previous one parameters value. Okay. So I am copying just this one code. This code is, so I have copied here. Okay. So I am giving a new name to the existing user as Dinesh, and last name is, and their email ID is Dinesh. Okay. So next we have to create the header format, right? So which type of data we are passing to the particular request. So for that, to write like request dot header, and in that we have to write content type. Okay, content type is application JSON, right? And request dot body, and in that we have to pass JSON values to JSON string. That's it. Okay. So next guys, we have to specify the response object. By response object, for that create response response equal to request dot request, and which request type is a, we have to pass here with the type is. So next we'll get the response body. Okay. Response body sorry TP response dot body dot in string format, and just let's print it. Sound response body is response body. So guys, we have written required code here. So let's update the particular user details. So for that we'll pick one user ID from this Postman. So same user's ID we will be using as 1753. So right now this user's first name is J. So here you can see the first name of this particular user ID's name is Danny. Okay, so we will Danny, and his email ID is something lew1990. Okay, so we will change this user's details using put method in Eclipse. Okay, so I am pasting that user ID here. Okay, so I have pasted. So let's execute the code and let's see what will happen. So guys, here you can see our test case is successfully passed. Okay, and request is also successfully passed. So here you can see, okay, everything worked as I expected, as we have seen in Postman. And here you can see the same ID 1753, and their first name is Dinesh, last name is Patil. Right, so let's cross check it in Postman also. Okay, so I have just clicked on send. Here you can see the user detail is reflected in our Postman also. Okay, so guys, we have successfully completed this put request also. Let's move on again on index page. So we have completed this put request. So now we have only one request method is available, or we'll see this request method in few minutes. Okay, so let's see guys, this is the code of put request. So same code will write for the delete request also. Guys, to proceed for the delete method, first we have to do operation on Postman, then we'll later see in Eclipse IDE. Okay, so first we will see in Postman. So from using this get method, we'll pick one user ID to delete. Okay, so I'm just sending request to get new users ID. So here you can see we got one user ID, and user ID is 1758. So we will use this user ID to delete the existing users. Okay, so I'm just copying this API URL and creating new request. So I'm choosing request type is delete. Okay, and here I'm pasting that URL. Okay, so here we have to choose authentication type is bearer token. Already it's showing we have already pasted my token ID. So just we have to copy this ID, because this ID user we have to delete. Okay, so I am just putting as a parameter here, and we have to just click on send button. Wait for here you can see the request handled successfully and the response contains no body content. So we got this response, and we didn't get any response because we have performed delete operation. So if you are seeing here that user is not exist anymore, so just I am sending again request. So here you can see 1758 user is not there. Okay, so guys, same steps we are following in Eclipse. So let's move on Eclipse ID and let's create code for the delete method. So for that, we'll create one new class or new test case for the delete method. So I'm just creating new class. I'm giving it name as test case. Fourth method type is delete request. Guys, same steps we have to follow as we have followed in last methods. Okay, so first we'll create one method. Okay. We'll create one method and we'll give method name as delete user. Okay, so same steps we have to follow. I'm just writing those steps. First, specify token value. Okay, so I'm creating one variable string token token value. So I'm just copying my token value from last method request. Okay. Next, we have to specify base URI. Okay. To specify the base URI, we have to write rest assured dot base URI, and here we have to pass request URI. So I'm just copying that request URI. So I have copied and pasting here. Okay. So next we have to write or we have to create request object. So I'm writing specify the request object. Okay. For that we have to use request specification interface. Request specification. So here we got request specification. I'm creating reference variable as HTTP request. Okay. So and next rest assured dot given. That's it. So next step is we have to pass authentication, right? So for that HTTP sorry, pass authentication. For that, right, we have to write HTTP request dot header we have to pass. Header we have to pattern what header we have to pass authorization comma and second parameter value is bearer and token value, right? That's it. So guys, next we have to create the object of response to send the to get the response from the request. Okay, so for that here I'm mentioning specify sorry specify the response object. For that we have to create response object like response equal to response, and we have to request dot request where passing request method. Here we have to pass request method type method dot delete, right? We are performing delete operation, so for that we have to give a delete method type. So next let's get a response body in string data type. So for that I'm mentioning get response body. For that I'm creating one variable string response body. Okay, response body, and for that response dot get body, and body is written in string. So for that we have to get in string, so for that we have to write as string. So as next just will print this response using sysout response body and response body, right? So here we have already deleted this user, right, in Postman 17558. So let's pick one more user ID from get raising get request in Postman. So here you can see here is new user ID is present 1760 and their name is Aina. So I'm just copying this value 1760 and changing here 1760. So we have changed user ID. So let's execute the program and let's see what will happen. It will take some time. So guys, here you can see a test case is successfully passed, and let's see a result. So test case is passed, and response body is the request was, here you can see the message which we got. The request was handled successfully, and the response contains no body content because we have just deleted user, so we will not get any response. Okay, in a body. So just cross verify in Postman that user is deleted or not. So this one user, right? 1760. I am sending request. So guys, here you can see that user is not here and it's replaced by another user. So 1763 user ID, and this is the username, first name. So guys, like we have completed all request methods as we have mentioned, or as we have written on in our index page. Where you can see we have completed all the request methods and all points of this rest assured project. Okay, so guys, that's it. You can see once again code of this delete user, how to delete user. Okay, I will show you each and every methods here. So we have just opened delete, put, get, and post. Here you can see the code of all request methods. This is the code for the get request. Okay, so second is for the post request, and third is for the put request, and fourth is last is delete user, so delete request. Okay, so guys, we have successfully completed our rest assured topic. Okay, so guys, in next tutorial we'll see a new topic and it will be helpful for you. And also we have n number of topic in our queue, so we will be seeing one by one. Okay, and that's it for the today, and thanks for watching.